Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online class session. Today from physics subject, motion and time topic we are going to continue. So in our previous classes we have learnt about some kinds of motion like translatory motion. So in that again rectilinear and curvilinear motion. In today's class, so we are going to discuss about rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. So here, so observe the diagrams children. So here on the right side we have given so many diagrams like a spinning top, rotating fan, moving car, wall clock, giant wheel, which normally you observe, usually you observe in exhibitions like that, giant wheel, or globe. You might have seen globe on principal's table on you in your school, like that globe. So if you observe these kinds of pictures, so what similarity do you find in all these motions? Is there any similarity between all these kinds of motions exhibited by these objects? Or what is the path of the motion of each particle of the body that moves? What is the path of each particle? Because here this spinning top is an object which is a combination of thousands and lakhs of particles. So now what about the motion of each particle of the body, moving body? Is there any change in the position of a body while it is in motion? While it is in motion. So if you take the case of ceiling fan, so actually ceiling fan will it will be fixed to the roof. Ceiling fan will be normally fixed to the roof. So if we switch on the fan, so what happens? Fan will be there only. So there will be no change in the position of the fan, but the blades of the fan will rotate around this rod or axle. The blades of the fan will rotate around one axis. This will be the axis of rotation. This spinning top also, it will be rotating there only. It will be rotating there only around this axis, this middle line. Around this axis, it will be rotating in the same place on the ground. So if you observe the wheels of the car, with respect to car, is there any change in the position of the wheel? So car is whether car is going front and wheel is going back, like that, is it happening? No. Along with the car, the wheel is moving along with the car. So with respect to car, there is no change in the position of the wheel. So front two tires are there only, back two tires are back side only. There is no change in the position of the wheel compared to car. But they will be moving around one fixed point. If this is a fixed point, they will be moving around the fixed point. Or if you take wall clock, minutes hand, hours hand, or seconds hand, all will be moving. All will be moving round in the clock through one axis. So this will be the middle point. So through that middle point, all the hands of the clock will be moving. This giant wheel also, all the total, this big wheel. So here giant means very big. This big wheel will be rotating around the fixed point. Here globe also, if you try to turn the globe, it will be rotating. It will be rotating around one axis or around one fixed point. So what common thing we have observed here? All the objects which we have shown here, so they are rotating around one fixed point, around one fixed line, around one fixed point and around one fixed line. So there is no change in the position of the objects, overall objects. On the whole, the objects are not moving. So, but what about particles? The particle which is here, after some time, it may come here, or this particle, this may go there. There will be change in the position of the particles in the direction of motion of the body, but overall, on the whole, there will be no change in the object. So that similarity we can observe in all these pictures. So next. So let us try to understand in detail with another example. So let us examine motion of blades of ceiling fan. So consider one blade of the rotating ceiling fan drawn below. So assume that it is only one blade. Out of 3 blades, motion of one blade of the fan we are considering. This is moving like that. This is first position. This is second position of the same blade. This is the third position of the same blade. So now, while the blade of the fan is moving, the points ABC on the blade move to A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Suppose we have 3 points A, B, C on the blade in first position. So after some movement up to here, this A position will become A1, B position will become B1, C position will become C1. But the this is the blade second position, and these are the individual particles position. So after some time, this A1 position will be A2, B1 position will be B2, C1 position will be C2. Means when a fan is in motion, each particle moves in a circular path around the center of the fan, which is fixed. Now this particle, A particle moving in a circle, B particle moving in a smaller circle, C particle moving in a smaller circle. But for A particle, this middle point is the fixed point, and for B particle, this middle point is the fixed point, and for C particle, the same middle point will be the fixed point. So means all the particles of the object will move in circles around a fixed point, which is same for all the blades and all the particles. So the fan, if it is moving in a clockwise direction, means from 12, 3, 6, 9, that is called clockwise direction. If the fan is moving in clockwise direction, all the particles also will move in clockwise direction. Whereas if the fan moves in anti-clockwise direction, then all the particles will move in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So here we observe that position of the fan is not changing. Only the blades of the fan are changing their position continuously and moving in a circular path around a fixed point. So the imaginary line passing through this fixed point is called axis of rotation. In this case, this line is the axis of rotation around which blades are moving. So that fixed line is called axis of rotation. So this type of motion is called rotatory motion. So rotatory motion means that motion of all particles of the moving body follows circular path with respect to fixed center or fixed axis of rotation. Means like fan will have so many particles. So all the particles move in circles with respect to same fixed center. With respect to same fixed center. Fixed center will be same, and fixed axis of rotation also will be same. Axis of rotation also will be fixed. So center point will be fixed, axis will be fixed. If the particles moves like that, then we can tell that the object is showing rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. So next. So observe the following motions of objects. State whether they are in rotatory motion or not. So draw a line showing axis of rotation using pencil. So here the spinning top, it is moving in circle. So all the particles, suppose this particle is moving in circle, next particle moving in circle, next particle moving in circle. So all the particles of spinning top are moving in circle around this fixed line. This will be the axis of rotation. Even for the globe also, this will be the axis of rotation. All the parts of the globe will move along this axis of rotation. Next, ceiling fan also. So this will be the axis of rotation, and they will move around this axis continuously. So three are examples of rotatory motion. Three are examples of rotatory motion. So next. Now take a table tennis ball and keep it on the surface of a table. Keep it on the surface of a table. Assume that this is table tennis ball. Push the ball with your finger and observe its motion. Now push it with your fingers and observe its motion. Now, is it rotatory motion or translatory motion? That we have to tell. So when you push the ball on the surface of table, it moves from one end to the other end, and all the particles of the ball also move along the direction of motion of the ball. Means when we are moving the ball, when we are pushing the ball from here, it will go a long distance up to here. Means ball will be rolling on the ground. It will go up to here. Means, so whatever particles are there in the ball, so all the particles of the ball also will move to new place. Means initially the ball is at this place, but finally the ball position changes. But all the particles are changing their position. So this is an example of translatory motion. But similarly, each particle of the ball moves in circular path. But ball, how it is moving? So inside the ball, each particle is moving in circles. So around one fixed point. So in this way, if we think, means it is exhibiting rotatory motion. So we can say that the ball moving on the ground possesses both translatory and both rotatory motions at a time. It will exhibit two kinds of motions. So next. So we have to observe all these examples here. Means the blades of fan, a rider riding on a bicycle, arrow, so arrow released from a bow, or earth rotating around sun, or drilling machine, or wheel. So let's observe all these kinds of motions. Now the question is, observe following motions of bodies, label them as. If only rotatory motion, means we have to label it as R. If it shows only translatory, T. If it shows both, TR we have to show here. So motion of blades of ceiling fan. The position of this is not changing. The position of fan is not changing. Only blades are rotating. So it's an example of rotatory motion. Motion of an arrow left from a bow. Arrow is going forward. Along with the arrow, all the particles of arrow are moving forward. But it is not moving in a circle. It is traveling in curved path. So it's an example of translatory motion. Curvilinear translatory motion. So motion of earth around sun. So earth position changing. Earth is rotating around sun. Earth position is changing. But all the particles of earth also move around themselves. It shows both rotation and revolution at a time. It will spin around itself and it also spins around the sun. Means it exhibits both translatory and rotatory motion, TR. So motion of a drill bit. So if we switch on drill bit, if we switch on the plug, what happens? This drill bit starts rotating around itself and starts moving into the wood, going deep into the wood. Means it is going deep into the wood, translatory, rotating around itself, rotatory. So it exhibits both, TR. So motion of rider on a bicycle. Motion of rider on a bicycle. Motion of rider. Rider is moving forward. Rider is moving forward. Rider is not making any rounds around himself. He is just moving forward. So translatory motion. So motion of wheels. So motion of wheels means wheel rotate around itself. All the particles of wheel rotate around themselves and it will move forward. It will move forward. So that's why it exhibits both, TR. So next. So now another kind of motion, oscillatory motion. So observe the following pictures and answer the following questions. So here we have a table fan, here wall clock, here sewing machine, here a girl on the swing, a girl moving on the swing. So what similarity do you find in the motions of the given situations? Motions of the given situations. Motions of the given situations. So okay. So instead of ceiling fan, if you consider this pendulum clock, this what is the motion of this pendulum? It will go towards the right side, come back to original position, then towards left side. This is called to and fro motion. To and fro motion. Whereas sewing machine, the needle will come down, will go up, come down and will go up. This is also one kind of to and fro motion. Or girl moving on the swing, she will come forward. She will come forward. Then she will go backward. Again she will come forward. Then she will go backward. It is also one kind of to and fro motion. So means here in pendulum clock, in sewing machine or a girl on the swing, in these three examples, we observe one special kind of motion where they move over same path again and again. Moving that side, moving this side, moving that side, moving this side. Same path, again and again they will move. So the direction of motion, one time towards right, second time towards left, towards right, towards left. So direction of motion is changing continuously. Changing continuously. So here we understand that in each case, the objects move backwards, forwards, upwards, downwards, or either side of a fixed point or a line. Fixed point or a line. So a girl on a swing moves backwards and forwards. on either side of rest position. Suppose if this is the rest position, she will move towards right side, towards, again come back to rest position, towards left side, come back to rest position, towards right, come back to rest, towards left. So this rest position will be the fixed point for these kinds of motions. Okay. So rest position will be the fixed point of the swing. Similarly, the body will be in to and fro motion along the same path of motion. So this repeated motion along the same path is called oscillatory motion. Repeated up and down motion or front and back motion, it is considered as oscillatory motion. So the to and fro motion of an object around a fixed point, always following the same path, is called oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. Now, so we have to identify oscillatory motion and we have to keep a tick mark. So spinning top. So what happens to spinning top? How it will move? So spinning top will move only one side. It will start from here. It will move only in one direction continuously in the circle. Continuously along one direction it will move. So it is not an oscillatory motion. Bullet from a gun, it will just move forward, not oscillatory motion. Typewriter key, what happens? It will touch the ribbon, again come back to its normal position. Touch the ribbon, it will touch the ribbon, then come back to the normal position. Touching the ribbon, come back. So it is a to and fro motion. So it's a oscillatory motion. Motion of potter's wheel. Potter's wheel also move only in one direction. Not to front and back. So wrong. Motion of vibrating sitar string. So if this is string, how it will vibrate? Towards right side, towards left side, towards right side, towards left side. This string will move. Oscillatory motion. So motion of car taking turn. Only one direction. No coming back. So it is not oscillatory motion. Ringing of bell. So bell, what happens to bell? How it will ring? It will go and touch this side. Come here. Come to rest position. It will go and touch that side. Comes to rest. Go and touch that side. Comes to rest. Go and touch that side. It is to and fro motion. Oscillatory motion. Bouncing ball. Ball comes to ground. Goes up. Comes to ground. Goes up. This is also oscillatory motion. Like this, in our daily life, we can categorize some of the motions as oscillatory motions. Next, slow and fast motion. So we observe many objects in motion in our daily life. So in some cases, some of them move slowly, and in some other cases, they move fast. So how do we know that whether the motion is slow and fast? So let us assume, so you have started to school on a bicycle. That is first case. And your friends started in a bus. That is second case. Both of you started to school at same time from same place. So who reaches the school first? Why? What may be the reason? Here, bus will reaches the school fast. So bus will reaches the school fast, and cycle, we will reach the school somewhat slow. So why means? So the bus can move fast. Means because both of them starting from same place, both of them, they are going to the school. So this person, distance covered same, these friends also distance covered same. But how can we tell which one is fast, which one is slow? Because school bus, time taken by school bus will be less compared to the time taken by the cycle. Distance is same, but time is different. So with the values of difference in time, so we can tell which one is slow motion, which one is fast motion. So here, so comparing the motion of objects. So some following pairs of objects are given. So we have to compare their motions. Which one is slower, which one is faster? We have to keep a tick mark. We have to keep a tick mark. So if we compare aeroplane and train, so if you travel to Hyderabad, so or if you travel to Bangalore from Hyderabad to Bangalore, if you travel from Hyderabad to Bangalore through aeroplane, if you go means you can reach only in 1 hour or 2 hours. It is fast motion. But the train will take around 8 hours. So it is slow motion. So aeroplane compared to train, aeroplane motion will be fast, train motion will be slow. So if you compare bus and rickshaw, which one will be fast? Bus, motion by bus will be fast, rickshaw will be small. So bicycle, scooter, bicycle will be slow, scooter will be fast. So elephant, cheetah, cheetah is the fastest animal. So that's why cheetah fastest, elephant will be slowest. So dog and buffalo, so dog moves fastest, so buffalo moves somewhat slow. So man and horse, horse moves fast, whereas man moves slow. So like this we can compare slow motion and fast motion. So okay, so here we have to consider distance covered and time taken, so that with the help of distance and time we can tell whether the motion is slow or fast. Suppose, so let's see one running race. So Priyanka, Karthik, Divya, Kiran, 4 members participate in the running race, 100 meters running race. So Priya took 20 seconds, Karthik took 22 seconds, Divya took 25 seconds, Kiran took 28 seconds respectively to reach the finishing line. So distance is same, but they have taken different times. So who do you think ran the fast, or who do you think ran the slowest? Because Priya, she has taken less time to complete the running race. She might be moving, she is moving fastest. But Kiran has taken more time to complete the race. Why? Means he is moving slowly. So his motion is slow. So here, so we can see that all of them ran the same distance, which is 100 meter, but the time taken by them to cover the distance is different. So Priya took shortest time of 20 seconds. So she was the fastest. Kiran took slowest time of 28 seconds. So that's why his motion is slow. So the distance traveled by an object in given interval of time can help us to decide which one is faster, which one is slower. Okay. So okay, children, what we have learned today? Rotatory motion means moving around a fixed point. If all the particles of the body moves in circles around a fixed point, overall, on whole, there is no change in the position of the body. So then it is called as rotatory motion. So with the example of blades of fan, you can tell the position of the points changes, A dash A2, or B1 B2, C1 C2. All the positions of the particles will change around in circles around a fixed point. So, okay. So this rotatory motion can be done through axis, one axis of rotation or one fixed point, fixed center. So some of the objects like a moving ball exhibit both translatory and rotatory motion at a time. So we can name them as rotatory, translatory, or both. By observing their motion, we can categorize them into types. So oscillatory motion means moving to and fro, moving in repeated path, based on one central, fixed center. Slow and fast motion. We can tell slow and fast motion with the help of distance. With the help of distance and time, we can tell which one is fast, which one is slow. So that's all for today, children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. So share this video with your friends, children. So if anybody is missing, they can watch the video. Thank you. Have a good day.